Hey everyone! So welcome back to my channel, Live Life. Today we're going to talk about Saturn retrograde and Uranus and Gemini. This is a powerful, game-changing combination. If you're feeling stuck, restless, or inspired all at once, you're not imagining it, okay? So let's talk about Saturn. So July 13th at 7:33, which was yesterday, Saturn went retrograde. So Saturn is the planet of structure, discipline, and karma. Basically, this is like a cosmic audit. So basically, your name is written in stone. All the good you put out, the good is about to return to you. All the bad you put out, the bad is going to return to you. That's the time we're in. Saturn will be retrograde from yesterday, July 13th, all the way until Thanksgiving, November 27th. So that's literally 4.5 months of basically reviewing your foundation, your structure. So you will notice old patterns resurfacing, so you can see what's real and what's not real. You might notice delays in your, goals, tests of your commitment, old fears coming up. This isn't a setback. It's a chance to reinforce your foundation, so you can hold your next level, okay? So basically, for people like myself who've already been doing the internal work, the shadow work, working on themselves spiritually, and not just spiritually, but we're talking about financially, physically, emotionally, mentally, because all these aspects, Saturn is doing a review of it, so trust me, if you're the type who has been ignoring their finances, for example, Saturn is going to show you that, hey, like all of a sudden you're going to be in a whole lot of debt. Where, you know what I'm saying? Like Saturn is going to pop your delusional bubble. So if you are delusional, Saturn's going to wake you up. Saturn is going to show you the areas in your life that you have been slacking in. So this is a time where if those of you who are like myself, anyone who has betrayed you, lied to you, stole from you, smear campaigned you, gossiped, all of these negative things, trust me when I say, this is the spiritual IRS coming to collect. And y'all know how the physical IRS is here, how they'll freeze your assets. They gonna get theirs, right? You think the spiritual IRS? Oh my God, like, do you know who you playing with? A lot of people out here don't know who they playing with. The spiritual IRS is here for the next 4.5, 5 months. So I would urge you at this time, protect your energy at all costs. I don't care, family, friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whoever, protect your energy, because things we don't know other people's internal worlds. We can think we know somebody, but we don't, unfortunately. So at the end of the day, there's going to be a lot of people who, like narcissists, psychopaths, sociopaths, the cluster B people, like these people, don't be surprised when things begin to pop off. I'm just saying, like, this is just an intuitive message right now because I'm definitely off script, but the intuitive message was like, don't be surprised. So that's just for whoever needs to hear that, okay? Uranus being in Gemini. So Uranus transitioned into Gemini on July 7th. So that was definitely like 2 weeks ago at this point. So, basically, Uranus, that's a planet of revolution, sudden change. And by it being in Gemini, what is Gemini? Gemini basically rules communication, learning, and social connections. So you should expect surprises, like new ideas dropping in out of nowhere, out the complete sky. Shifts in how you share your message. Feeling the urge to break free of outdated beliefs. Uranus in Gemini, it wants you to innovate how you think and connect. That's basically the message, right? So the tension and the opportunity, right? So this is like the push and pull. Saturn wants stability. Uranus wants freedom. So you might feel torn between sticking with what's familiar and risking, for something new. This is exactly the energy to work with. Instead of swinging between the extremes, just ask yourself, how can I keep my integrity while evolving past my limitations? That is the time we're in right now where, it's time for you to just evolve past limitations, But hey, some people are willing to grow, some people aren't. So it is what it is. So these are some quick tips to work with this energy. So reflect on where you feel stuck or bored. This is where Uranus wants to liberate you. Notice what's breaking down. Saturn is showing you what isn't built to last long. Saturn is all about long term. So if you are having tower moments in like your money, your job, relationships, whatever aspect of your life you start having breakdowns, Saturn is here to show you that the foundation was always cracked and wobbly. Okay, you did not have a solid foundation like you thought you did. Okay. Saturn is not here to knock you upside the head. It's just here to show you what you need to be shown about yourself, to not be delusional, basically. Okay. Stay grounded. Journal, breathe, get your butt out in nature. Okay. If you're unable to do that, I would suggest, buying a grounding sheet. That's what I have, for the times that I can't go out in nature because it's pouring cats and dogs outside. It's too cold. It's too hot, whatever, right? Everybody can't go outside and put their feet in grass, especially if, you live in a concrete jungle. So, but, be open to new ideas, but move with intention, not impulse. So this is a time to be intentional about your finances, your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health. You know what I'm saying? This is a time over the next several months to be intentional and not impulsive. All right. But this is a reminder. Saturn is not here to break you. It's here to refine you so you can rise. Be a better individual, be better just in your life in general. So if this resonated with you, drop a comment down below. Let me know how this energy is playing out in your life. If this helped, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see y'all in the next video.